So, welcome back. We start with session 2.
आज 12:10 पर्यंत एक ब्रेक आहे ना? एक पार्ट तुमचा. हां, थँक्यू. भैया, that mic, small one. So we are coming back to ourselves. We are talking about desire, thought and expectations and its sources of motivation. These three sources we saw, and now the question I am asking myself, when this preconditioning or sensation is driving my imagination, I am able to dictate myself or somebody else is driving me. So when this desire to have this power is there, because people kept telling me, it is people who are governing me and telling me that this is how I should lead my life. When this desire to earn more money is there, because that is the assumption in the society, that if more money is there, you will get more respect. Now, I am not driving myself, but somebody else is driving, and hence, this word enslavement is written over here, enslavement. I am not able to dictate my own living, but somebody else is driving me, and hence, when these two sources are motivation of my desire, it is said to be enslaved desires. Okay? So we keep on hearing this.
Why don't we call it as enlightenment? Why should all it always be enslaved? They say they give some suggestion. We might give our thought, we might apply our thought. We might access it as a good thing. It is enlightenment.
Exactly, and hence this third source of desire, which is based on natural acceptance, is said to be self-organized. As you are right, that I received this input from you that I should buy a car. But then it is I who processed it and I checked it whether car is really needed for me. And when this process of exploration happened, I could also see that now which model of the car to buy is decided by me. Even if you gave this thought that I should buy a car, now which model to buy? Now based on the financial condition I have, based on my family's requirement, based on the travel I have to do, based on the resources which I am going to use for the car, all of this will come into this analysis part. And if now it is in line with the natural acceptance to protect my family, to make right utilization of the body. Now actually I can walk for 5 or 6 kilometers. I'm just giving example. But then every day 5 to 6 kilometers I walk, come back, then will I be able to utilize my time for this learning process, sharing content with the students process? Then I'm not able to make right utilization of the body. So this is right. Enlightenment will be there when I am being self-organized. When otherwise I am driving my sources. Now, Bhaiya was giving name of one car in the morning. Now because its advertisements are shown and all of my friends kept telling me that I should buy a car, I remember my cousin brother stays around me, and he has work from home, okay, lifetime work from home. So he kept on asking my husband which car I should buy. So my husband asked him, Bhaiya, why do you need car? You are working from home, your family is around you, and we are living in Mumbai where Ola is all the time available. Trains are very comfortable to travel. Why do you need car? So he said, no, my friends have been pressurizing me that all of them have got car and I am the only one who is left to buy a car. Now, am I enslaved or am I self-organized? So this processing till self-organization, if doesn't take place, that whole month I remember, every time I or my husband would meet him, he would only talk about car. No other thing. He would tell us to go through that online platform is there, no, Cars 24. So he kept on telling us that we should find out a good car model for him and suggest him so that he can go with it. My time, my family's time all got invested in fulfilling my desire to own a car because my friends have been forcing me to.
Madam, here,
Huh.
if I think is really car is required, if he thinks bike is really required, if he thinks scooty is really required, if madam thinks really washing machine is required, what about the companies, what about the production and technology? All companies will be collapsed like a ration.
Am I living for companies to sustain or am I living for my own life to get fulfilled? Are we living for fulfilling the economy? Are we living for our life to be fulfilling? This question I can always ask, and if it is otherwise, like if it is for companies, go ahead with that. There is no problem. But with that, how my life is progressing, that I can check. Okay, so does that mean that people who did UHV workshop are not going to buy a car? That is not going to happen, no? But then now, after 4 years, if one of my friends tell me that since 4 years you have been using the same car, now you should change it. And my mechanic told me that, madam, your car would sustain for next 5 years. It is in good condition. The engine is good. It is giving you good mileage. Who is going to take the decision? There are two possibilities. If I am getting driven by my friend's opinion, I'll go and buy a new car. If I am okay to carry on with the same car, I'm self-organized. The decision in this workshop cannot come to what you should do or what each one of us should do. We are coming to a conclusion where we are developing our own capacity to take our own decisions which are going to be in line with this self-organization. Is that okay?
So in foreign tours and with the meetings of delegates, Modi and the chief ministers of all the states are going to other countries. They are inviting the industrialists and companies to come set up your industries in our state.
We will talk about all respected people tomorrow. Today, I am talking about my own state.
Yes.
Mic. Didi needs mic. Please pass it on.
And we are talking about reconditioning and enslavement.
Okay.
That means our family members are continuously insisting us to, or guiding us to get some physical lessons. But recently, one of our family members is a LIC policy, is working in LIC policy. They are also continuously insisting us to take the policy and it will be good for your next generation of this. But really they are thinking about our good things, or they will get some monetary benefit because they will get some commission on these things. So in that case also we can call it as enslavement or this thing.
See, if now for each of my decision, okay, The input is coming from outside. Now, before I actually go for doing this calculation, how this policy will benefit me, all of this, I am asking myself, for me, what is naturally acceptable to protect and safeguard my family or not? What answer I am getting? Protect. Okay. Now, when the purpose is clear, now I will go one step ahead and see with these calculations, it is going to benefit them. And I already have many policies. Those are also going to help them. Whether this one more is needed or not needed, this actual calculation with stability within me I can do. Right now, what is happening? You are telling me to do something, I get pressurized. Oh no, what if I am not there? My family will not be able to sustain. Let me take policy from you. Bhaiya will come the next day and would say that term insurance term is there, no? Term insurance. He would say, no, that is not going to be helpful. You go for this. Now I am taking it from you, many other insurances. And now I am worried about my salaries division. Because everywhere I have to pay, no? Now the conclusion comes is, I actually need more salary. So I need to work more. So now I am getting enslaved because not having the clarity of the purpose. Because of your influence, I actually would get inspired to do thing, one option, or I would get into fear and do thing. So are these two ways okay to carry on? This I am asking myself. Right? Genuine, valid, you are relating it. Now we have to come one step back, ask ourselves, what is the natural acceptance for? And when this clarity comes, no, the other decisions after that which we are taking, we are comfortable. I would actually be telling you, Didi, from you I don't need the policy. And while telling you no, I am comfortable. Otherwise, what happens for me, it seems that for you, because you are my relative, because you are telling me to do so, because I did not have the clarity, I thought for me to fulfill this relationship, I have to buy the policy. So what I used, means of physical facility to fulfill the relationship. And it might happen that I took one policy from you, then the next, still you are not okay with me. This will keep happening without clarity of this purpose part. Okay? So now we all have this possibility to be self-organized. How? That we will check ahead. Now there are these two possibilities shown. One possibility and another possibility. I will start from this. Right now, the content of imagination is driven by natural acceptance also. When I want to help other, when I have a feeling of relationship or the other, the desire I have is getting governed by natural acceptance. Sometimes I am also working with this preconditioning part. Sometimes sensations are also driving me. So I have many desires. I have desire to consumption, I have desire to have profit, name, fame, sensual pleasure, knowledge, everything is there. But the sources are all the three. And this desire I have without clarity of this basic aspiration. Why? Now with this, what is happening? I have many desires, and some of them might be contradictory to each other. This contradiction in me leads to have many thoughts. Now, this desire I have that I should spend more time with my family member, in line with the natural acceptance. Then at the same time, somebody told me, Didi, why you are wasting so much of time with your family? You should go and apply for your PhD program so that next 2 years you will be getting more salary. Now immediately I shifted here. Now I have thoughts, which college to apply for PhD, what to do, how I can study. Now when my child comes, will I be able to talk properly with them at that time? I have desire getting governed from this source also, this source also, this source also, without clarity of why I want to do everything. And then these contradictory desires, contradictory thoughts, confusions, expectations keep happening. And this is the state which is, very random and disorganized state. Now I am coming here. I have this clarity of happiness and prosperity as the basic aspiration. Okay, now you ask any of your student, when in the first year we went for student induction program, we asked students about their aspirations and concerns. One of the students said, ma'am, I was actually not comfortable coming to this college. He wanted to have admission in another college, reputed institution. He wanted to have admission for another branch. Then I asked, when we ask, the why question, why do you want to go to that college? Because I will be getting better job. Why do you want to get better job? Because I want to get more salary. With that, what you want to be, when I am able to see this basic aspiration is happiness and prosperity. I am right now here and I want to reach that place. Current state, desirable state. Okay? Now, you did not allow me to go from there. You have shut that path. One branch option was closed for me. But I know that I want to be happy and prosperous. What should I do now?
Remaining branch. There were two, one and that's better.
What?
But the remaining possibility has.
Exactly. I will find alternative path. Now, even if I am getting, AI/ML instead of chemical engineering, example, will I be able to still work? Will I be able to still develop interest? Will I be able to still, find better options? I went for alternative when this clarity I have. Now, with this clarity, I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, n desires. But the clarity of the purpose is still there. And if these desires are in line, then accordingly I will have thoughts and expectation. This is the state which makes me comfortable, which Bhaiya was talking about. For him, he could be seeing it like this. For me, I am able to see that I am here. So this analyzing where I am, here or here, is this exploration process which all can do for themselves. I cannot evaluate it for you. I can evaluate it for myself. Hence, when we talk about this state, this part, if the imagination is random and disorganized, it indicates a state of confusion. One time I think cybersecurity course is better option. Then another time one of my friends says, no, that is not going to be there. AIDS is prevailing, go there. And I keep on going for one or the another option. Sometimes I feel, no, then all these things are not actually needed. One of my friends said, why you are worried so much about many courses? You go and enjoy your life, enjoy weekends. I went there. Then I thought, oh no, my time got wasted in Saturday, Sunday watching movies and spending weekend. I should have actually worked. Confusion, contradiction. I come back. So this moving from one point to another point to another, having this contradictory state is called as random and disorganized state. And many of these imaginations may be contrary to each other and contrary to natural acceptance. This desire to earn money is all right. There is no problem with it. But this assessment of how much, if it is not placed well, then I will always have the question mark here. And then I will find more and more ways to earn it, to save it, to make more and more profit. And this might lead to this contradiction and confusion. I'm just giving one example. So this possibility we all have, that we can start looking into our own desires, thoughts and expectations and check whether it is like this, the upper part, or it is like this. And if I am here, do I have the possibility to go there? I have the possibility to go there. Harmony in the self is realized when there are no contradictions in the imagination and the imagination is in accordance with the natural acceptance. People are saying this complaint, students are also having. They would say, we overthink about something. What is this overthinking? This is that state. I went on exploring too many options, having these contradictory desires, and I could not settle on one. So I kept on elaborating it. Came back. Another desire, kept on elaborating it. Came back. Kept on elaborating it. Mike, please. Pass it there.
We are talking about natural acceptance and without any contradictions or confusions. Like this state of confusion will be there even if we are in the state of imagination. Because you can't anticipate everything. You're thinking something, you want to do something, you always have to weigh pros and cons. And you can't anticipate what is going to happen. This is always there. So there will be confusion state and there will be a lot of analysis going on and you can't always be at a place where you can be very quiet or peaceful. You can't accept everything in that manner.
Right now, it doesn't seem possible because I am in my current state. But now, the question I am asking myself is it okay to remain there or is it okay to go ahead? Work for desirable state.
No, it means that you should reach to a state where you are accepting failure or success in a similar way. Then only you will avoid this confusion. So to reach to that state, success or failure, everything should be in cognizance with you. You should have money, you should have the ability to withstand all failures, you should monitor it financially as well as morally also, you need the courage. Okay, first failure, fine. Second failure, fine. If it is going to be continuous failures, then there will be any.
Hence, Bhaiya was talking about alternatives.
That's what when you're making a choice, always there will be a confusion. If we go this way, what it is going to be like? If we are taking the other path, how it is going to be like? So that choice that you are going to make, that leads to a lot of, thought process will go on. Many, as you said, preconditions, sensations, all work together. You can't decide by one thing. Natural acceptance. Always you can't say that it is natural acceptance which is going to work for you.
We'll take one simple example. If this works, then we'll see how it goes ahead. You have anything to say, Bhaiya?
Yeah, the thing here is, I think there is a lot of confusion or whatever it is. But I feel once you go through the process of confusion, you will have a clarity. That clarity is the natural acceptance. That's what I feel.
Great. I'll put a point for her example and then come back to you. Okay. Thank you.
You were saying that there will be confusion in making a decision. Yes. In real world, nothing comes with 100% certainty. No, nothing comes with probability of 1. What is the probability that the person you are going to marry will suit you? We cannot say it with 100%. You have to decide at certain point, certain limitations. It would be nice, it would be good. The life with the partner, it would be good. Then nothing comes with certainty.
Sir, like what you said is rightly taken part. My point here is there won't be any state of mind where you are taking everything as a national acceptance. My point is that I'm not contradicting with the statement that there won't be any confusion or clarity.
With one simple example, let me do it. Okay. What point Didi was putting in, that somebody in my family is there who is telling me that I should buy one LIC policy and it will be helpful. Now, it is going to take some analysis on my part. That is very fine. What Bhaiya was saying is, I have to go through that process, and now we are coming one step back to it, where I am asking myself whether I want to be with the feeling of relationship with my family member and that relative, or in opposition with that. First question I am asking. When I ask this question to myself, now you will see, you will still keep on analyzing many expressions of it, how to fulfill it. But while doing that, your state is stable within. When I fluctuate here in natural acceptance part, hence I told you that Didi is the person who is forcing me to take that policy. So what happens is, one time I go with relationship. Oh, my relative is telling me, then let me see what are the possibilities. After some time, somebody gave me this information. She is not doing for your good. Actually, she is doing for the commission she is going to get. Now within me generated was, now what happens? I will still keep on exploring the options. But with the state of contradiction in me, I am continuing. Now I am not able to come to a conclusion whether I should go with the policy or do not go with the policy. I keep thinking over it. This clarity I will get on this part when one step back I take and get okay with this. Do I want to continue with relationship or do I want to continue with opposition part? That state we are talking about. And to add more, why we are referring to this natural acceptance again and again. There are two terms I am adding. There is purpose. I'll repeat the words. There is purpose and there are choices. While you are taking food in, you ask yourself, what is the purpose? What is the purpose of eating something? Nurturing the body. Nurturing the body. Now, nurturing the body and with that energy. Now I'll ask Didi, what would you like to have? Dosa or idli? She will choose dosa today, tomorrow. Depends, changes. The choice will keep changing. The choice will keep changing. Today, as per weather, as per your body type, as per all the surroundings, everything, your likes and dislikes, you are making choices. We are going one step back and checking this purpose, and now you will see this purpose part's clarity when I have, evaluating these choices becomes very comfortable for me. Now while making that choices, there is no problem. Today morning I was trying with different options which were available. Is there a problem with it? No. And I was okay to try options. The purpose is that it should nourish and it should not harm. If this clarity on the purpose is there, and that is what is our natural acceptance is, if this clarity is there and if it is in line with it, now I'll still be preferring junk food many a times. I go one step back and ask myself, is nurturing naturally acceptable or harming is naturally acceptable? What is the answer I am getting? Nurturing or harm? If I go with nurturing, this clarity, then will I be making this choice? Right now, this clarity is missing, hence I eat junk food and then feel guilty about it.
Like you are going to be, you have to make a choice between equally two choices. And always this has to be a choice.
Mic to her, please.
What I'm trying to say is, here you made a choice between two things, junk food and food which is good. Okay? One is bad, one is good. I'm making a choice between two equally good choices. There are two things which both seem to be good, and I have to pick up one. Definitely it leads to confusion. There will be a lot of confusion. I am weighing. Still, out of these two goods also, I may come up with a wrong choice. There is a chance of coming up or picking up a wrong choice. That's what, sir. Like alternatively, what we see, when I picked up something which is disadvantageous to me, then I feel it's a wrong choice.
Now you said both are good things.
I didn't say right or wrong. I said good. I didn't say right or wrong.
That's what I said.
Yes, the choice may be a wrong choice. There is a difference.
That's what.
We are coming back here. You are right. You are also right. This good and bad is again a choice part I am making without clarity on the purpose, but keep it open and write that scenario which you are imagining about, and then come back and see it with the natural acceptance part. I'll give you my example. I had the same question in my third or fourth workshop. What I said is, I have a feeling of relationship for one brother and also the other brother. Okay? Now they both are asking me for some help. He is asking, he is also asking. Now, where should I go? To whom I should help? I am having many confusions with it. This was my question specifically. There was my daughter and there was my mother. Whom I should go to? I had this question. Upon this discussion about this question, I could see that this part on relationship in me is fluctuating for even my mother as well as my daughter. When I settled down here on this relationship part with my mother as well as my daughter, what I could do here in terms of choice was, I attended my daughter and I told my sister to be with my mother. So this possibility in choices occurs when we go with this clarity, right? This observation later you will start having, that we fluctuate moment to moment here only. And then we are getting confused about these choices part. But keep it open for now. And I could see when I did this for one time, next time onwards, when I was okay here, this was fine. When I was confused here, many contradictions here. And I kept on justifying to myself, this seems right, this seems good, this seems extremely good, with what I should go ahead, without clarity on this part. Okay, but we will come back to this again and again. When we go for list of desires activity, we will come back there. Okay. Now we are going ahead and we are talking about state of imagination, random and disorganized. This earlier, which was completely blank, imagination word was written over here. Now we are adding three sources: preconditioning marked with red, sensation marked with black, and natural acceptance marked with yellow. Now, when I do this analysis for my own desires, out of 10 desires, 7 are getting governed by preconditioning, 2 are getting governed by sensation, and 1 is getting governed by natural acceptance. This could be my state. If all of us do this analysis of our own desire, we would see this percentage varying a little bit. But what we all now can start seeing, is it completely governed by natural acceptance, and what is the indicator of it? How should I know how my imagination is getting governed? If the moment of time throughout the day, my state within, irrespective of what happens outside, if my state within is of comfort, okay, at ease, then more and more percentage is getting driven by this. If more and more confusions, more and more questions I have, then somewhere it is getting driven by this or this. I face this difficulty. For example, that in which restaurant I should go, this one or that one. This confusion I am having because I am looking at the sensation part. This is going to give me tastier food, or that is going to give me the tastier food. So this confusion happens when it is getting governed by either this or combination of this. When it is getting governed by this, the clarity is there, and for me to make choices becomes very comfortable. It might be taking time in analyzing the choices, but while doing so, I am okay. That is the indicator. And
Well, I have a point here. When we are talking about choosing the restaurant, okay, you wanted the best food, so you make a choice, you're going by sensation. First time you went by sensation, you opted for one restaurant, you went there. Okay. So naturally, second time, maybe this is a natural acceptance. Does it become natural acceptance? When you go it for the second time, you know that food would be good and you will go there. So from sensation stage, you have passed to natural acceptance stage. Is it done?
it is possible,
Okay.
always possible.
Yeah, you went there. The chef got changed. Food now is not good. There your natural acceptance fails.
It is not natural acceptance which is failing. The natural acceptance for nurturing the body is there. If I refer it, I will very comfortably go to another place to find out the food which is nutritious for me. If I am not able to refer to the natural acceptance, I will get worried about it, tensed about it, actually would go and fight with the restaurant owner. These all things will keep happening without clarity of the natural acceptance. If it is clear that for me, the purpose to come here was to get the food which is nutritious for the body, now it is not available, what next possibility I have? Alternative I will keep finding. And to make those choices, my state will be okay. Is that okay for all? But we will keep it open.
There we are governed by preconditioning.
Yes, I will get governed by sensation or preconditioning that will keep happening until and unless I make shift towards this natural acceptance part. And for that, I cannot tell you to do so. Or you also cannot force, see your natural acceptance, go there. This is not going to happen. It is I who is going to take the decision. Refer it, be comfortable, go to next choice. And this has to become a natural process of my living. not which is I am adopting because it was discussed in this workshop.
Preconditioning also helps in arriving at natural acceptance. That's what we ultimately have thought of, right? We should pass on these stages.
I am not saying that we have to pass. I am saying there are these three possibilities.
We are in the current state of either preconditioning or being governed by sensations, and we want to attain the stage of natural acceptance, right?
This is okay.
Yeah.
And the possibility is open. So this shift is possible.
From sensation to natural acceptance.
Possible.
But by taking a decision, we pass through these stages. See, for example, you have taken the example of car. Somebody is preconditioning you such that you wanted to buy a specific car. When you want to buy something expensive, definitely we go through several reviews. We take the, suggestions of people who knew it better than what we knew, right? So, do you say that it is natural acceptance?
I am saying clarity of the purpose why I want car is natural acceptance.
Okay.
And then for choices, you are asking Bhaiya because he is more knowledgeable in it, is okay. Is a choice I am making. Now one more point I would just add for this car example particularly. When I have this clarity that the purpose of car is right utilization. Okay? And the model which I had decided, okay, got sold out. Not available. I was searching the option from Cars 24. My brother found out one option which was comfortable in all. Mileage was good, this, all good. And then it got sold out. Now what should be my state? Comfortable or uncomfortable? If it is becoming uncomfortable, I come back and ask, what is the source? If it is comfortable, I'll very naturally go and find another option. We'll wait for that time. Now what happens, he was telling me, I'm referring his example, he was telling us, it is 1 month since my friend have been telling me to buy a car and still see the model which I'm wanting is not available. Getting stressed about it. So the purpose clarity was not by this, it was coming from this. And the outcome was stress. So hence this indicator I said, indicator is my own state. If my own state is of comfort, I can be sure that it is coming from this. If my own state is uncomfortable in disharmony, it could be one of this. And the shift is also possible at any moment in time. That is the nice thing. Okay, we are going little ahead, Didi, but we'll come back to you in the tutorial session. So this is the state which we are talking about, complete content of imagination, DTE, desire, thought and expectation in accordance with natural acceptance, guided by right understanding. And this, when I say guided by right understanding, is same for all. Now it is not this car or that car. Here the variation is coming. We are talking about this state, which is same for all of us. Many a times you ask question, relationship or opposition, nurturing or harming. Here this clarity we all have, and that is universal when we have. So when this complete content of imagination is guided by right understanding, that is the state of harmony, that this is happiness. We are talking about this state since we started on the first day. Do we want to ensure this state, or do we want to keep fluctuating in excitement? It's my own choice. Okay? And with that, mic.
Something guided by relationship seems to be natural acceptance, right? Anything that you are accepting True relationship is natural acceptance.
Having feeling of relationship in me
Mhm.
is natural acceptance, in
Okay.
line with natural acceptance.
Right. So my father asked me for something, okay, and I start working on that. And you say that it is natural acceptance, but I am preconditioned by my father's desire.
Exactly. Hence, in this workshop, we are not taking reference of any scripture. We are not taking reference of you should say the truth. What we all are trying to look into is somebody gave me some input. It is my family member. Now it is I who is going to verify whether this desire is in accordance with the natural acceptance. Now relationship is naturally acceptable. This is first part. Now my father or my brother keeps telling me that I should go for computer engineering because this is what their experience is. I will listen to them. This is naturally acceptable to me. I will go through the choices which they have prepared for me, but at the same time, I will also be able to convey them that this is what I want to go ahead with. If this conversation is happening comfortably, then with the feeling of relationship, I am going ahead. If my brother or father is also able to look at it, this natural acceptance part, they will also communicate. Now, one more step ahead of that. My brother is saying, whatever happens, you have to go with this. This feeling of relationship I have, and I will go with that choice. And we'll see after that what alternatives I am going to get in it. But I am not getting uncomfortable with it. That is the first indicator. What happens is, my brother is telling me, you go for IT branch. IT branch or a computer or any other branch comes later. First of all, I have why you are telling me the choice. Who you are to dictate my life. A very 5, 6 year, 7-year children I have seen telling, it is our life, don't tell us what to do.
Suppose that doesn't happen, okay, they're preconditioned, they're compelled, then
Their preconditioning affecting my reference to natural acceptance is the problem with me, not with them. They will keep governing with their own way, and everybody is going to do that. What I choose over it is my choice. Okay. We want one more mic.
I have already not put this question, but I want to put it in a different way for more clarification. Suppose I have my son and daughter settled in different places, which is equally far away from my place, and both of them are having some function on the same day, and they invited me. Okay, so whom should I attend? Because natural acceptance says I should maintain relationship. And if I visit one fellow, the other fellow may feel bad. So this sort of dilemma, like, it happens in life.
Very right point. And what Didi is saying is also considerable. What I am trying to tell you is, if I have worked with this feeling of relationship, and that I have shared with my children also, this state in itself would never come.
I second your opinion.
Right now, I'll come back to you, Didi. Right now, you will see many problems which are there around us are due to lack of this feeling of relationship. If I am able to see my feeling of relationship with my parent, should I be able to see it with my brother or sister? It is not there among them, that is the issue. So now, Looking at that, my preparation at the school level at least should have started for referring to this. That is not starting, hence these many problems. We are talking about that preparation of each individual through this process of self-exploration.
Yeah, I said I second him.
Oh,
There
thanks.
is no difference of opinion there.
We are talking about preparation before these events occurring. We are talking about this process of self-exploration, which if at least one of the individual goes through, will start taking steps for another, next. And for this, I'll just quote this example. I recently went to SRM Chennai. There we have one volunteer Didi. So she did her first workshop, then she did her second, then she did her third. With fourth, fifth, she could see that this is helping me. Now with this, what I can do ahead. So she went to almost, it is a very big university. She went to almost each department. Each department had a meeting of the faculty there, and she asked them few questions which helped them see that we don't have answers for this. So she said, if you don't have answer, join for the workshop. Now when I met her, she said she has her plan ready for next 1 year workshops which are going to happen in their institute till UHV 4. So only one person in the family, if starts seeing this, then we will prepare ourselves in taking actions towards fulfillment of the relationship. Otherwise, if only one doesn't have the clarity among this all, this only one person is sufficient to trouble you all. And hence we are talking about this effort to bring in our education where this possibility is there that we will reach each and every child, and then I am as a teacher not giving them answer. I am as a teacher helping them to go through this process and they finding their own answers. Literally you will find after this class, students will come to you taking the problems in their own living. Will you be able to address them all? Will it help them for their future also? If my help is to initiate this process of self-exploration, they can continue. That we are talking about, and hence we are coming here. This dialogue in me can be there in continuity about what I really want to be and what I am. This is this dialogue which is getting initiated in this workshop, but then this possibility is there that it will continue. What I want to be and what I am. And what I am is this content of imagination. This, when I start looking at, this possibility of me shifting is there. If I do not look what is there in my bag, will I be able to segregate it, what is right for me, what is not right for me? I may have assumed this bag which I am carrying is filled with precious stones. All my preconditionings are such precious stones which I have assumed. I have assumed that this tit for tat is a good strategy. I am carrying it. Now I will stop and will check whether this tit for tat is okay or this relationship part is okay. And when I go with this tit for tat part, is it in line with the natural acceptance of relationship? It is not in line. So the contradiction is there in me and I see the indicator as unhappiness. This is happening in me only. When I shift towards this relationship part, it is in line with the natural acceptance of being in harmony relationship. I am okay. This whole process is happening in me. this whole harmony or contradiction is happening in me, and I can work over it to take this shift here. This is possible, this is doable. Is this desirable? That question I can ask and work for it. If this is not desirable, if I feel that I am already okay, then I won't go for this process. If I feel that some work has to be done on me, this is the process. So to sum up, for this part, self is a unit of consciousness. It consists of various activities. Activities are going on continuously, desire, thought and expectation, and that is imagination. Now I can begin by becoming aware about my own imagination as well as natural acceptance. Two parts. This imagination is my current state, natural acceptance is my desirable state. When I look at what I am, I can shift to seeing what I want to be, and with this, then this behavior and work can be worked upon. So when the imagination is getting governed by preconditioning or sensation, this possibility is there that disharmony or contradictions are there. But when it is motivated by natural acceptance, this state of being in self-organization is possible. Okay, and with this we are starting with the next part. I welcome Bhaiya for this. I'll play it, Bhaiya. You can go here. तुम्ही जाऊन ते इकडे थांबा, मी ओपन करते. आलंय, तुम्ही थांबा, मी ते जाते त्या स्क्रीनवर. हिंदू एक पर्यंत करणार आहोत ना आपण, फक्त फिलिंग. हा भैया,
Yes. Hello. Yes. So let us start with the next session. This is relatively easier. Harmony of the self with the body. Basically, yesterday we started with this proposal that a human being is a coexistence of self and the body. Self is the consciousness, I am the consciousness. So there are two realities, and now we are trying to explore the self. Now in this session we will try to explore harmony of the self with the body. This is the master slide, and every time we are trying to go through this, that basically what each human being desires is continuous happiness and prosperity. For this, my program is to understand the harmony at 4 levels. We are exploring the harmony in the human being, and now we'll try to go through this part, health and prosperity. The process is that of the self-exploration, as we see, and we are having a lot of discussions, questions, queries. Some of us also are able to share the experiences. So this is, in fact, we have discussed that human being coexistence of self and the body. Self is a consciousness, body is a material. In the self, this imagination is going on every moment. If you are asked, is this imagination going on every moment? Sometimes I may say no, but it is going on every moment. It may happen that I am not aware of that. It is there 24/7, even when I am sleeping. I see the dreams, and that is in fact this imagination part. As Didi has shared with us, this imagination is in the desire, thought and expectations. And there are 3 sources: preconditioning, sensations and natural acceptance. Let us move forward. In fact, yesterday also we have seen some part of this. Let us revise. So I am there, I means consciousness or self. Self is there, body is there, both of them are existing, and there is a coexistence. Self and the body, they are coexisting. I am there, body is there, and between self and the body, between the consciousness and the body, the materialism means that is the body, between them there is an exchange of the information. This exchange of the information is in the form of the instructions and sensations. I give some instruction to the body. For example, now I will tell my hand to hold the slider like this. If required, press it so that the slide will change. Suppose now I am feeling hot, then I will read the sensation from the body. So here the self will read the sensation from the body. For example, I am standing here, I am feeling hot. Then that sensation body self will read, and self will tell the body now this fan is required. Self will tell the body to go there, press that button so that the fan will start. So between this consciousness and material body, there is an exchange of the information. There is no material transaction. This exchange, you can say this exchange is in the form of the information. Now next, consciousness, the need of the self, need of the consciousness, needs of I is happiness and prosperity and its continuity. And these needs and activities are continuous in time. Continuous means every moment. Do I want to be happy every moment? Yes. The needs and activities are continuous in time, and when we say these activities, for example, this imagination is going on in me continuously. I cannot stop this. Can you stop your imagination? No. Whereas this body is a material thing. The need of the body is a physical facility. Body itself is a material, its needs are also material, and they are temporary in time. We have taken the example of the food. I don't keep on eating every moment. Maybe you can say 1.5 hours back we have taken the food. Maybe after half an hour we'll take it. So need is temper in the time, and self is central to the human existence. As also we try to explore, the self is a seer, doer and enjoyer. Enjoyer means experiencer. Self wants to be happy. The need of the self is this happiness, and self is using the body as an instrument to achieve this goal. So self is central to the human existence. Body is an instrument of the self.